Yo, what's good everyone, and welcome to another video. As you can see, today we are finally back on Factory Simulator. So many of you over the last 24 hours have gotten in contact with me due to the whole entire situation that's been going on with Factory Simulator, and honestly, it's been really unfortunate, but thankfully the developers are actually amazing. They got everything fixed within a span of, I want to say about 10, maybe 11 hours. But honestly, man, to make a long story short, if you weren't around and you are completely clueless as to what I'm talking about, unfortunately, there was a little bit of issues with data store on Factory Simulator when they were transitioning over to the brand new update, which in return kind of caused for a lot of people to have a bunch of data wipes. But since then, they've gone ahead and fixed these issues. Unfortunately, some people were kind of collateral damage and they kind of did lose all of their stuff. But if you are one of those people, go ahead and join their Discord. They have a forum on their Discord that you can go ahead and completely fill out. Assuming you have proof of some of the stuff that you had, I think they can go ahead and compensate. So if you're interested, I'll have a link to their Discord in the description. Head on over there, check everything out, and hopefully you solve all of the issues that you guys have going on. But with all of that being said, we're going to be checking out the brand new update because yes, a bunch of brand new stuff were added, and I kind of spent all last night testing, trying a bunch of different things, also getting opinions from a bunch of different people, including some individuals that you guys might know here on the channel, being Sunny as well as Sidewinder, who created a lot of our My Restaurant, My Store layouts. So yeah, we'll be checking out all of the update items as well as showing you guys a couple of interesting builds that I've been coming up with. I don't exactly have a final design yet, but I will kind of show you guys a little bit of a teaser on a couple of the different things that I'm working on right now. But let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get right into this. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for showing so much support to all of my Factory Simulator videos recently. Seriously means a lot. And honestly, I'm having so much fun playing this game that we're only just getting started, baby. So as I mentioned before, there has been quite a bit of changes over here on the shop menu. And that is, of course, we have now small slopes. I believe the walls are new. I'm not 100% sure. The left and right turn conveyors have been kind of changed a little bit, even though if I'm going to be completely honest, they should be kind of changed a little bit more because there still is a little bit of an issue when items are turning. We now finally have a short conveyor so that way we don't have those single empty spots. And then this is when stuff starts getting really crazy. We have a small chute splitter container, the regular old thicker chute, which is kind of just like two of these small ones stacked up on top of each other, a dropper container, small gold block, a glass chute, filter container, stack container. There is a lot, and for the most part I'm using every single one of those new items in the builds that I have behind me. Now keep in mind, these are things that I just do for fun. I'm not going based off of what is the best or anything like that. I've been playing the game now for what, like 3-4 days. I'm still very much learning everything, and honestly I am in absolutely no rush to learn anything. So again, if you guys see anything in this video where you feel like you could optimize it a lot better, please let me know in the comments. I read every single one of them, and I would love to get some of your guys' input on this. So for starters, let's climb up this little ladder that I have right here. This is the brand new chute. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I already had this chute set up before this was even a thing, but basically what I did was I kind of knocked down all the walls that I had originally made and then added the brand new glass chute, and it's pretty cool. I have a conveyor up on the top that is kind of sending everything that all of my machines produce straight down the middle and then dropping into this one cell area. Same thing on the first floor, except that obviously my first floor is not completed because this is kind of where I'm doing all of my testing. Now over here in the center, you'll notice that I have nothing but stack containers. These are the brand new ones, and the reason I did this is just to simply reduce the clutter on my actual conveyor in the middle. What this basically does is it holds all of the items that are being produced by this machine until it stacks up to 5. Then it releases the stack of 5, which then goes into my cellar. Definitely a really good item to have, and I'm so excited that they went ahead and added this, especially as the game progresses. I'm sure that these factories are going to be getting a lot more complex, so this is definitely going to help us reduce all of that build up that we get whenever we make really intense builds. Now coming down here, you guys will notice that these are the brand new filter containers. These are actually extremely cool, and I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Dino right now because he was the one that actually showed me in my Discord this entire little setup that's going on here. I have no idea why this never crossed my mind, but it's actually extremely genius in order to reduce the sizes of your build. So basically the entire concept here is that right over here on this end, I have an ice and a lava ore mine. These are both being fed into this one singular cutter. So for that reason, I kind of need to divide it so that the left side gets the ice gems while the right side gets the lava gems. The beautiful thing about the filter containers is that whatever item goes into it the very first time, it kind of keeps one locked inside of there. For example, if I was to go ahead and delete this machine right now, or let's say delete my mines, obviously I wouldn't be getting any more ice gems inside of here. So what would happen is this number would drop down to 1 ice gem, and that's it. It just wouldn't work anymore. It keeps one ice gem locked inside of there. So basically what's happening is every single time that an ice gem goes through, it gets picked up by this box, but if a lava gem comes through, it gets picked up by this one, and that's why you notice that there's always one lava gem in the middle. It's really cool. I love how compact I've went ahead and kind of made this one, which if you haven't caught on already, this is making me some obsidian charms. Basically, it's shooting out over here, like I said, the lava and ice ore, and then on this side is the tungsten ore. This over on this side is basically making the obsidian gems that we need for this machine right here, while this side is making the tungsten plates. After all of that's done, it gets shot to the floor right here, and that gets shot into the actual conveyor. Just to give you guys a quick little view of this is how compact it is. I can go ahead and build one right next to it, which I've basically already done. I just didn't finish it. One last thing that I want to say about the build that's behind me, just in case if anyone out there does for some reason decide to copy everything that I have going on here on my first floor. If you notice over here, I have this one random gold block right in front of this stack container. There is a reason why I have that there. If I go ahead and remove the gold block and we wait a second here until this goes ahead and stacks up to 5, you'll see the problem that I have right here, and that's basically that whenever a diamond spawns, it spawns standing up, and unfortunately it just won't fall into the conveyor. So what I went ahead and did to combat this is obviously drop a gold block there, so that way every single time that it spawns in, it just goes ahead and tips over and falls into the conveyor belt. Just something I felt that I needed to add in there, just in case if anyone tries to copy this and runs into that issue, they know how to fix the problem. Now let's go ahead and move on to another new item, and that is the splitter container. Coming back over here to this section where I was showing you guys before, basically the way that I'm using a splitter container is as kind of like a turning container. I don't really use it to split anything. So basically, if you take a look right here, the way that I have it set up is one singular conveyor over here, which is being shot out of the mine into this one splitter container. Then I have another singular conveyor over here, which is then going into a regular container. So if I kind of move the camera around to this side, you'll notice that this side is not really connected to anything. So for that reason, it's not producing anything. Definitely a really useful and cool item. I'm super glad that they added this. And honestly, I'm going to be playing around a lot more with the splitter because I haven't really gotten a chance to play around with it too much. But now let's take a look at the very last item that I'm going to be showing you guys, and that is a dropper. If I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not too much of a fan of this one. Obviously, there is viable reasons to use this. I just haven't really found one yet. But honestly, the concept of this is pretty cool and obviously really basic. I don't really think that you guys need me to explain it, but basically you set it up so that something is being inputted into the container. Once the item is inside of there, it will go ahead and drop down to a conveyor. Obviously, I went ahead and kind of set this up a little too high, so it's not really registering that the conveyor is right under it. I would have to lower it down a little bit more, but that's basically the concept of what's going on here. It will drop down here. Actually, let me go ahead and fix this really quick, which this actually gives me a good time to show you guys why I'm not really much of a fan of this. If we kind of go ahead and put it over this conveyor right here and I place my gems in, unfortunately they kind of get stuck. Now obviously the easiest solution for this would be to go ahead and increase the size. I have no idea why I just called height size, but basically I just went ahead and dropped 2 little blocks right there to kind of increase its height. Let's go ahead and remove them now, put our gems inside, and there we go. Now it is working. That is the entire purpose of the dropper. It's really cool, but again, I just haven't found that reason to use it yet. And that pretty much does it for every single one of the new items that have been added so far. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it was a pretty beefy update. Obviously, we had that unfortunate situation with the data stores, but setting that aside, man, they added some really good content, and it's been a lot of fun having to remodel all of my machines, kind of breaking my head to figure out the best way of doing things. And honestly, I've probably spent most of my time just testing different things and actually making money. Now again, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I'm going to give you guys kind of like a quick little tour of everything that I have going on here. But basically, this one build that I have going on right here, which is pretty much the same thing as on this side, it's just that this side is not completed. This is my most recent creation and kind of something that I was really proud of. The only issue that I have is that unfortunately, because every single time that you get to one of these plot splits doesn't really let you put things on top of the split, it's making it really difficult for me to kind of compact this and make it as tight as I want to make it. But I will be redesigning this as soon as I'm probably done with this video. And don't worry guys, I will be able to make an entire walkthrough when I'm actually 100% done with my entire factory. But if you notice right up here, this little section is kind of taking up, I want to say maybe like 7-8 blocks, maybe even 9 or 10, starting from right here all the way to the very edge of the plot. So what I'm going to do is basically get rid of this entire section as well as the ores. And the way that I'm going to do this is by what Sunny and Sidewinder went ahead and showed me, which is this right over here. Super crazy, but you can basically go ahead and stack your ores on top of the cutter as well as on top of the furnace. Then to go ahead and feed feed your ores inside of the cutter, it's just as simple as stacking up these blocks right next to it, putting conveyors, and one in the middle that is feeding straight to the cutter. Super mind-blowing. I seriously can't wait to go ahead and implement this into every single one of them, and I'll actually show you guys how to do this really quickly. You basically want to go ahead and use these small blocks and create the entire width and length of your machine, which in my case, I'm going to be putting tungsten ore up here, so I made it 5 by 5. Go ahead and enter into your inventory, grab your ore, place it on the very top here. Then just come down here, delete all of the blocks, just like that, like how I did right there. All of the blocks are now gone. This is floating in the air. Head into my inventory, grab my furnace, because that's what I'm going to need, and I can place my furnace literally right under this dude. Look at how perfect that is. And I mean, if I really wanted to make it super simple, I could just put a conveyor right there, and it's just shooting straight out of the machine into the conveyor. That's simple. So this will be reducing so much more space that I'm using right now. And honestly, if I really wanted to, I could probably even reduce it by one more using the short conveyors. So I could just put 2 of them, leaving me 1 extra block of space, and we're good, dude. I'm excited. I have a lot planned. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the final results tomorrow. So make sure that you guys go ahead and turn on notifications so you do not miss that. Now on this side, I don't really have anything too crazy. This is just an obsidian gem farm that I had created at the very start, just to kind of make me a little bit of money on the side. It's very, very simple, nothing too crazy. And if we head up to my top floor, that is basically the exact same thing that is going on up here, except that on this side, I have a cleaner design than I do on this side. Again, I've just been doing a lot of testing, a lot of trial and error. But yeah, man, that is just a quick little update on my progress so far in Factory Simulator. I wanted to show you guys the brand new update, and to who knows, maybe get a little bit of help from you guys in the comments on some of the stuff that I have going on in the game right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's gonna go ahead and do it for today. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.